Good afternoon, CFC family. This is Azar McMaster. I wanted to provide you with a little bit of an update for at the end of our spring 2021 season as we get close to tryouts and preparing for the upcoming year. So I'll give this update fairly quickly. First, wanted to take the opportunity to review our survey. Thank you so much for all of you who filled out the survey and share with us your thoughts about your experience with CFC, your son or daughter's experience with CFC. We do take the results very seriously. The comments you share are very important to us, and so thank you for your candid feedback. The questions get separated out into a couple of different categories. First, a category about our head coach. And you can see over the years there from left to right, 2016, when we shared out the survey through this past year, we've been able to improve our scores concerning the head coach and their performance with each of you, which we're very, very pleased about, obviously. The survey is given on a 5-point scale, so for us to be at 4.7 or above on all of these questions here is really encouraging. And if the additional questions about, the player enjoying the fall season, you as a parent enjoying the fall season, we've reached all-time highs in those numbers with this year as well. So we're really excited about some of the progress. We definitely feel like we have a lot that we can still improve on and work on, but grateful that you're recognizing some of the efforts we've already put in place, as well as the work as our team managers. We're very grateful for the team managers and for all that they put in to assisting the efforts of our head coach and our assistant coach and taking care of team needs and your questions and things of that nature. Obviously, at the club level, we pay close attention to these three questions and want to ensure that we are doing the right things to, the care that we have about your experience and your son or daughter's experience, that it's translating through our actions, because we definitely want to receive feedback from you. We love being transparent. We love it when you share feedback with us. It helps us improve. So I'm personally happy to see the numbers where they're at with regards to this past survey of the fall 2020 season. We also had some teams that, before we get too far away from fall 2020, wanted to celebrate their success. Our 05 Red RA Rob Anderson team finished second in Metro A. Our 08 Red Jared Mathis team finished second in Metro A. We unfortunately didn't have a picture. We're so sorry, B09 White, Julie Larson. They finished second in Metro B, but we didn't have the picture for them. So apologize that we have no picture here, but congratulations on the strong finish in the fall. Also, our B11 2011 Red Zach Lancaster team finished second in Metro D. We also had our first team get promoted into Premier divisions. G08 Red, Mark Stevens finished second in D1 last fall to qualify for P2 in the spring. And then our 09 Girls Red team, Rocky Lopez, finished first in Metro B. And they're a great Instagram follow, and really happy for these girls, for them to finish first in their league, in their table. And now they're up in Metro A. Thought it'd be good to review with you who the board of directors is at the club level. First off, we have Casey Amavor, who is our director of team management. She is the one who is coordinating all the efforts of our team managers. Tyler Tinling is our director of coaching, and he oversees all of our head coaches and assistant coaches and helps them with development, training curriculum, etc. And he has an assistant director of coaching, Chris Smith, who helps him in all those endeavors. Adri Soph is our risk management coordinator, so she is the one making sure that all of our coaches have their certifications, our concussion certifications, our coaching certifications. So really important person to respond to, so she helps you get, as she helps you head coaches and assistant coaches be able to be on the sidelines to coach our players. Julie Sobresos keeps us organized. She's our secretary of the board. Tyler Toon oversees our field and facilities. So he's the one who helps with scheduling, making sure the field's aligned, helping us with our brand new trailer that we have equipment in that we love so much. And Michelle Hinckley is our director of social media. She obviously is very busy posting a lot of amazing pictures and videos of our boys and girls in action. We actually have one person who is not pictured here. She did not show up for picture day. which is our treasurer, Heather Allen. But I did pull her picture off of LinkedIn so you get a sense of who she is if you see her around. And she obviously oversees our finances. And then myself, Azar McMaster, I'm the president of the club and honored to have you all as member families and players in our club. We do have every year with our annual club meeting will be June 7th, and we have our elections. And we have 4 positions that are up for election. The first is director of coaching, and Tyler Tinling is a nominated incumbent. We have an assistant director of coaching position open with Chris Smith as a nominated incumbent, and Heather Allen is our treasurer, and she has been nominated as an incumbent running. So if you are interested in those positions, you can email a nomination to julie.sabresos@cottonwoodfc.org. We are very sad to see Michelle Hinckley go. She has a lot of things going on in her life, and we appreciate the time that she has spent already with us, overseeing our social media. But we are looking for someone to attempt to fill her big shoes as our director of social media. So there is not anybody nominated for that position yet. So if that is a position you or someone you know might be interested in, please send that nomination in to julie.sabresos@cottonwoodfc.org. And then we will have that vote on June 7th during our annual club meeting. Hopefully you've seen some of our enhanced advertising efforts. As we've always done, we have banners around the city, but now we also have 3 electronic billboards with 3 different ads rotating through, one by Dan's on Highland, one over by the In-N-Out, as well as one by the 7-Eleven at the mouth of the canyon. And we also have our new decked out trailer that holds our equipment, but also acts as an advertisement for our club. So hopefully these advertising efforts are paying off. Our hope isn't necessarily to grow the number of teams we have in the club, but rather we want to make sure that we have the right amount of players per team, which as a result of the pandemic and other factors was a bit of a struggle for us this past year. We actually had more teams than ever before, but players per team was its lowest it's ever been. And I think a number of teams felt that difficulty and pain, and we want to course correct from there and do our best to make sure through advertising and other ways that we have enough players per team. I just encourage you, if you had an enjoyable experience with CFC, to share that with your friends who may also have children in comp who might be looking for a better experience than what they're currently getting. I wanted to make you aware of some ways that you could help us with fundraising. This is Amazon.com has a program called Smile Amazon or Amazon Smile. You can access it at smile.amazon.com. And it allows you, I show 3 screen slides where you can search for a charitable organization, choose them, and now every time you shop, no money out of your pocket, but based off of things you buy, up to 5.5% of eligible purchases, Amazon will donate to our club, which would be really nice and a nice extra stream of income to help us with some of the things, investments we want to make. So if you shop on Amazon and you haven't already chosen a nonprofit, for your Amazon Smile account, choose us for your nonprofit, and just always shop through smile.amazon.com instead of amazon.com, and then 0.5% of eligible purchases will help fund the club. So thank you for considering that. Also, we have an opportunity to help through one of our coaches, Matt Nelson, as well as coordinating with Refugee Soccer, a nonprofit that's locally founded by Adam Miles. We have a call out for any unused equipment and uniforms that can go to a number of refugees that we have here in the Salt Lake Valley. We are looking for balls, shoes, equipment, uniforms. One thing on the uniforms, don't give away your current uniform just yet, because while we do have new uniforms, we don't want you to give away your current uniform until the new uniform shows up, so you have something to wear during your summer tournaments. But maybe older uniforms or uniforms from other places as well. All those donations are welcome. We'll have more information to come on that, but wanted to make you aware of that before you threw that away or recycled it or gave it away, that we are going to be having a drive to collect all that and provide them to refugees here who love the game. Tryouts are coming up. We got tryouts coming up in just over a week from Monday. May 24th and May 25th, we'll have our 2015 through 2012 birth years showing up for tryouts from 6 to 7 o'clock at Butler Fields. Then the following Tuesday after Memorial Day, June 1st, June 2nd, we'll have it from 5 to 6 p.m. our U11s, U12s, and U13s. That's the 2011 through 2009 birth years. And then at 6:30 on those same nights, we'll have the 2008 and older birth years trying out. Now, a word about tryouts. I know tryouts bring a lot of anxiety and concern and frustration and stress. This is a picture of my son. My son is now a junior in high school, going to be a senior. So this was taken some while ago. But I can remember putting that number on him as he tried out for my own club and still feeling anxious to some degree about what was going to happen. And so I have an appreciation for what it feels like to go through that tryout process, to, as a player, be put on display. As a parent, watch your son or daughter be put on display. Have some clubs love you. Have some clubs say, sorry, we don't have a room for you. It's the hardest part of the year. It's the hardest part of the year for you as a parent. It's the hardest part of the year for the player. I think it's the hardest part of the year for me. It's definitely the hardest part of the year for our head coaches who have to make hard decisions. So what we can promise you is that we're going to be transparent in the process. We want to be communicative in the process. We don't want anybody to be blindsided by any results. And we hope to be able to bring as many of our CFC players back as possible. But we understand, just as much as we understand that a player might leave us for a different club, we obviously hope they'll all stay. We just know that the trial process is hard, and just know that I guess I wanted you to know that we're mindful of that, and we understand how hard of a situation this is, going through a tryout process. For those that we are going to have within the club, there will be a summer training camp right after tryouts. Actually, there's a week break and then we'll start up. This is conducted by our partners, GL Training. This will happen at Butler Fields. Here is the current schedule that you have for the different teams, and we may have some new teams joining us, so we'll figure out some additional time slots, and this may vary slightly, but you can plan on this type of situation: 4 to 5:30, 5:37, 7 to 8:30 during the 2 weeks, and this is Monday through Thursday of each of those weeks. So if you can't make your time or the week that you're assigned to, you can always attend the opposite week with a similarly talented group of players. And so just talk to your team manager to coordinate that. So a couple other summer activities that we're excited about to have going on again will be our Butlerville Days Parade on July 24th. This is where Cottonwood Heights lines up Bengal Boulevard, and we give out about 6,000 Otter Pops to people frying in the heat. And we have a fun time just walking down and representing our club. We also have, very excited about this, CottonwoodFC will be having our RSL night on Saturday, September 18th against the Seattle Sounders. We really missed this event last year due to COVID, but excited that it'll happen again, and we're excited to get such a good date, a nice September Saturday date against a good squad. So very happy to announce this. More details to come on that after tryouts. Now we're very excited about our new uniforms. I have a contact, a friend whose name is Christian Darby, has an amazing background in apparel design, specifically sports apparel design and uniform design. And he has graciously offered to help us with the design of our new kits. We take our kit design very seriously. We don't like to choose off-the-shelf stuff. And so I asked Christian, and he interviewed me and had me talk a little bit about the club. And he had a thought about this, and he's from, he's lived in the area. He understands what Cottonwood Heights and this area of Butlerville is about. And he turned to the old Cottonwood paper mill, and this picture here which is 6 of the 8 original founders of this area. And he used that as inspiration for his design. So without further ado, here are our new kits for the next 3 years at minimum. Our away top has white prominent as an away top with red. We wanted to bring more gold back into our kits. And you can see some intelligent touches of design that Christian adds. For example, the brick type style as a nod to that Cottonwood paper mill. Every eighth brick that you see there as an outline is colored gold, tying in our secondary brand color, as well as a nod to 8 founders of the area, of the Cottonwood Heights area. And on the stripe, we have a stripe all along both sides of the top. And on that stripe, in a subtle but very meaningful way, it says Cottonwood FC, the club between the canyons. We love that tagline. And so excited to have that be part of our custom kit. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback from those that we've showed this to, including the manufacturers, who are very impressed with our uniform design. Even some small touches like the number on the back will have a little CFC logo on it. And that's our away kit. Our home top will be red. It has that subtle similar red brick design as our white kit, and some element of gold within it as well as the ribbon, the club between the canyons. So, excited about these kits. You can see here the top shows you what the red, it'll actually be red socks instead of white socks, with the red shorts and red for the home. And the away will be white socks, red shorts, white top. Some additional information, we have new keeper kits. So for all you keepers, you'll have this really cool gray kit that has the same brick design, and will go a lot better with our red shorts than maybe some of our other keeper kits did. Excited about that. And we also have practice tees and training jackets. Now, a word about the practice tees. They will have numbers on the back of them. You'll be receiving 2 practice tees, a red practice tee and a gray practice tee. They'll have a number on the back. That way, while we wait for our new uniforms to show up, you could use these practice tees in tournaments for our play. And as part of the package that we'll be getting as each player, you'll receive a quarter zip top training jacket. It has the player's number as well as our CFC logo on it. So one uniform package costs will include our white top, a red top, the red pair of shorts that we use for both home and away, 2 pairs of white socks and 2 pairs of red socks. We heard that socks go missing, so having an extra pair of socks, we're just going to provide that as a standard. You get the gray and the red practice tee and a full zip jacket, and that will cost $250, which also includes shipping, which the previous uniform kit only had 1 pair of socks, only had the 1 practice tee, and did not have the zip jacket, and that was for $150. So for us to get an extra practice tee, 2 extra socks, and the zip jacket for an extra $100, and the shipping's included in that, is a pretty good deal. And on top of that, they are throwing in a free backpack for us as well to really sweeten the deal. So we're excited about that, that we'll have a consistent, all players will have a backpack, a CFC backpack, have some consistency and uniformity in our brand and design. Schedule is really important. So we want to get those uniforms as soon as possible. You each will be logging in to buy your own uniforms. If you get your uniform ordered by May 8th, you'll receive it by July 19th. And you can see the corresponding dates there. All the way to June 18th. If you don't order till June 18th, you won't get your uniform until August 9th. So please place your uniform orders as soon as possible. Now, one note, you will be indicating your number. So that is something that you need to coordinate with your team managers on. Also, number 1 will not be an available number to choose, because number 1 will be the automatic number for all of our keepers. So apologies to that, but all of the field players will need to choose a different number than number 1. And the website will be available on May 19th, this coming Wednesday, placed. Again, you'll get more information on what to do there from your team managers. Now, I want to end with a really awesome story. We love awesome stories. We have so many awesome stories that I hear about within the club, from the coaches, the team managers, the players. And this one we want to highlight our 2010 white team, coached by Matt Nelson. Good-looking group of boys here. This shout out came from an opposing coach. And what had happened here was that our team had shot, and it looked like we had scored a goal. The center, the referee, had actually signaled that it was a goal. But some of our players had seen that the ball actually didn't go through the post, but had gone in through the side netting into the back of the goal. So before the game kicked back off, our coach heard this from our players. He told the referee, hey, that wasn't a real goal. It should be a goal kick. and the referee obviously knew we didn't have incentive to take away our own goal. So he trusted us, took the goal off the table, and the game ended up being a draw instead of a win for us. So how much does integrity cost? We gave up 2 points in the standings because we knew what had actually happened, and our 2010 white boys team did the right thing, coach did the right thing, and we couldn't be prouder of him. Really could not be prouder of him. Matt really represents well what we're trying to do at Cottonwood FC. These boys represent well what we're trying to do at Cottonwood FC. So thank you to our 2010 boys white Matt Nelson team. Huge shout out to you guys, and we have a little reward coming your way so that you guys can get some cool apparel from our site. So that will be coming to you through your team manager. Okay, so thank you so much for representing the club. This is specific to our 2010 white team, as well as all of you out there. I know doing the right things. We thank you. We get a lot of good feedback from people outside of the club, of our club, and that really comes back to each of you doing the things, living the passion and the mission of the club. So thank you, players and coaches and team managers, for doing that. We really appreciate it. So that's really the end of my update. We will be having our actual official annual meeting next Monday, June 7th. Not next Monday, but on Monday, June 7th at 7 p.m. More details will come. We hope to have this in person. We're just trying to secure a venue. We may end up doing this virtually, but wanted to get this on your calendar so you can be there. This will be post tryouts. This will be more information about the upcoming year and summer. So until then, hope you're all doing well. Enjoy the soccer. Good luck at tryouts, everybody. Don't stress. And we'll see you on the pitch. Thank you so much, guys.